perfect timing. I just hit the live button. We're live. Andrea's just walking in. Timing is everything. That was perfect. Absolutely perfect. So I hope you guys are doing well. I want to apologize to you guys first before we get going. If you hear some rattling in the background, it's just really windy today. So it's really shaking my my storm shutter. So if you hear that, please understand. Andrea, thank you very much for coming along.
No problem.
I think you're going to Toronto tomorrow?
I am. So this is going to be my first time trying just a day trip.
Okay.
We'll see if this is a good idea or not. But I'm just going to take a bus in the morning, go to my appointment, and take a bus back.
Okay, very good.
Yeah.
So you come back the same day or you're going to stay the night?
So yeah, I'm going to come back the same day. So this will be my first time just going there just for the day.
Okay, wonderful.
So we'll see how that goes.
If you guys are wondering what I'm doing, I'm trying to blow up the chats here a little bit. Here we go. Oh, what's going on with that?
You're going the wrong way.
Am I? Yeah. Shows you how professional I am.
Just give it a minute.
Sorry, guys, messed up the chat. My fault. Andrea's a tech master here. She's going to fix this for me.
Oh, here we go. There we go.
There we go.
So now you can blow it up, but you had hit something.
Gotcha. Okay, you can blow it up now, right? Piper,
Yeah.
John, how you doing?
Hey, Piper.
How you doing?
Hi, Brett.
Brett, good to see you. Brett Rader, all right, man. How you guys doing? Brett, I forget where you're from. Whereabouts are you? But anyway, so we're going to Toronto.
Yep.
Come back the same day. If I could ask, how you doing about Jess? I mean, things
Doing
are going
okay. I'm doing okay. Yeah, it's bittersweet. You know, I still have moments where I really miss him, but then I have moments where it's really nice to just have a quiet house.
Sure. You know, and then you get stretch your wings a little bit.
Yeah.
Get that me time.
Right. Plus, he's just doing so well in the U.S. right now. He's working a great job with my stepdad. They're doing a lot of construction and remodeling.
Well, wonderful.
And he's just loving it. So he's just doing really well. So just seeing all the positive things he's doing, it's good. You know.
Yeah, and he's learning to trade too.
Yes, absolutely.
Very good.
Mm-hmm.
James A. Davis, how you doing? Regina, good to talk to you. She's coming out real soon.
Oh, right. Awesome.
Yeah, real soon. Okay. Love my
Good to see
Sunday
you.
meetings with y'all. Good.
Aw, we're glad you're here.
I appreciate that. You want to take that from James? He was in there.
Hola, amigo from Panama. Hey, James.
James, you're almost every
Good to
week,
see
man.
you.
Very much appreciate you,
Yeah,
buddy. So
sure.
we get to everybody. You're coming up on a big month. I'm coming up a big month because you're going to be doing some traveling.
I am. Yeah, we're going to be going to Rome and then to Cyprus. And then from there, we're probably coming back to Albania. But we're not really sure where we're going from Cyprus.
That is so neat.
Yeah.
I have a big month coming up. My 37th anniversary, married to April, is coming up this June. So, man, is she blessed or what? She gets all.
I think you're blessed.
Yes, I am blessed. So just got to throw that out there. Let's see here. Good evening, afternoon, all. Cindy, happy Memorial Day. Yeah, John, this Monday's Memorial Day to all the veterans out there and for all those that died for us, man. Appreciate y'all very much.
Appreciate your service.
Yeah, very much so. You want to take Lancaster, PA? Brett Ray. Okay.
Yep.
Thank you, Brett. I'm sorry I forgot where you're at. Want to take Dan?
Hi from North Carolina. We need to move the chat. We can't see the whole thing. There we go. We are in the final stages of clearing
Off to the side, right your faces.
out our house. So much stuff. Aw, that's awesome. So exciting.
So Dan, I remember, I think you were telling me you already bought a place here
Yeah,
too. So
yeah.
very good.
That's wonderful.
I know that the last month, it just felt like a sprint. You're just exiting stuff. It's very difficult. But happy for you, Dan. Happy you guys are coming out. Kelly, hello from Ohio.
Hello, Kelly.
Whereabouts in Ohio are you? Because, you know, our girl here is from Ohio.
Yeah.
All over. So very good. So tell Kelly, whereabouts in Ohio are you?
I think she told us in the past, but I don't remember. I want to say Columbus,
Okay.
maybe.
And my wife is A Zamzam. She said LOL back. Yes. Because when I was saying she was blessed to have me. You know,
Canton. Okay. Yeah.
Canton, very good.
Yeah. I did a lot of work in Canton.
Thank you, Piper, for saying congratulations on my my anniversary. 37 years. Man, that's a long time. That's a long time. You know, man. She must love me.
Yeah.
So, Dan, we bought, yes. Do you know how to pronounce that word?
No.
Shanjin?
Shanjin.
Sorry, my
Are we
pronunciation.
saying that right,
Yeah.
Dan?
See, I can't wait to get home to our new home.
Aw.
Good for you, man.
We hope we can meet you when you come.
Yeah, get that stress
over
off
here.
your back. So wonderful. So it'll
Yeah.
be very good. So things are going well. And so Jesse's doing good.
Jesse's doing really well.
Wonderful. Oh, you know what I want to compliment you on?
Yes.
Your shorts. You did a
Oh.
short that was just a beautiful sunset over here at Pocahontas. So it was
so
wonderful.
pretty. And I wasn't even planning on it. I was just walking and it was so breathtaking.
Yes.
I just had to post it for everyone.
If you
to
guys
see.
haven't seen her shorts or her long stuff, please check her out, man.
Thank you.
So we got her her channels down in the comments, or not the comments, description center. So check that out. Especially just beautiful sunsets. Your trip from Toronto to here was gorgeous. You can see all the green mountains.
It's such a scenic bus ride. I really enjoy that ride.
Yeah, it was very good. Martin, I'm sorry. Hello, I am Mario. I am from Scotia. I love Scotia.
Awesome.
But I live in England. I love your things you said about my country.
Aw.
I like your video as well. Hope you all are well. You have a beautiful country. Your people are fantastic. Okay, we both feel blessed to be here.
Absolutely.
So, but yeah, Scotia's beautiful up in the mountains. I think you want to go hiking
I'm
the 10th, right?
dying to go up there. I haven't been there yet, but I just can't wait. I'm definitely going in the fall or maybe even winter.
Okay.
We'll see.
Okay, I know she loves to hike.
Yeah.
So for 10th, that'd be beautiful.
Yeah. Oh, I can't wait
See-
to go up there.
Seeing videos on my hiking days are over.
I'll take the GoPro.
Please do take some shots for me. Kelly Murray, how was the weather today? It was kind of nasty, huh?
It was rainy and it ended up clearing up and being pretty beautiful, but it's cold.
Real windy.
It
too.
was like maybe 55. I don't
Right.
translate well, but I think it was about 55.
Right. And windy. It's still
Very windy. Yeah. So
Well, I was saying earlier, if you guys hear some rattling, it's my storm shutters because the wind's really shaking them up a
Yeah.
little bit. So.
but it makes the water really choppy and it's kind of cool. Last night I was able to open my windows and just listen to the sound of the waves all night. And
Isn't that
was
nice?
great. Oh, it was
Isn't that
lovely.
I'm taking it from down. 30.
37 years. Most people say Shenzhen, so
Okay.
the city. Technically, it's part of
Lesh.
Les.
Okay. I've gone through there. That's a nice little area, man. That's cool.
Shenzhen.
Yeah. So that's very
Thank you.
Yeah, the short was stunning, Andrea.
Oh,
John,
I'm glad you enjoyed
yeah,
it.
unbelievable. Sometimes this city just looks so pretty, it looks fake. You know
Yeah,
what I mean? It's like someone painted a picture.
that's
Just
yeah. I agree with
stunningly
that.
beautiful, just unbelievably shockingly beautiful. So we're doing that. So 37 years for me in April. Andrea, you're going to Toronto tomorrow. Son's doing well. So things are
Doing well.
good. So I
Things
take a
are
breath
good.
there.
Yeah.
I feel you get
I
that.
miss him, but
Sure, I
he's doing
miss him
so
too.
well, and he'll be back before long. So
So let's see, David. Hi, you two. Hope things are well heading out there in the winter.
awesome.
I'd like to have a place in Vlorë. Yeah, I hear nothing but good things about Vlorë. How much cash should I bring for a startup? And are U.S. dollars exchangeable? Yes, you can exchange the U.S. dollars. Yes, you can.
Mhm.
How much to bring? I came over with $3,000 worth of euros. I really didn't have to when I found out. So you can hit the ATMs here, but you're going to have some banks charging ATM fees. The conversion rate isn't that good for the lick right now. So I came over with 3,000 euros.
Yeah, we came over with about 2,000 or 2,500, and I felt like we didn't really need to do that because I had a Fidelity card where I could get my money out of the ATM without paying any ATM fees.
Right.
But
Very
I
good.
just didn't know what kind of issues we might run into because it was my first time overseas at all. So,
But I was glad you brought the Fidelity card. Very good.
yeah.
And for me, it's
yeah.
the Schwab card does the same thing. They reimburse you for your ATM fees.
Mhm.
That really comes in handy.
Yeah, it is nice.
Also, when you hit that ATM machine, everyone says it, so I just follow it. Don't let the ATM card, it'll ask you, do you want us to do the conversion rate? And just always click no. So you get a better
Oh,
conversion
interesting.
rate. Yeah.
I wasn't sure what was the better deal. on
I've
that.
always heard that. I
Mhm.
don't know because it doesn't tell you what it's converting into, so it's a little bit tricky.
Yeah.
It's cold here too, Kelly. Yep, in the 50s.
Oh, wow.
What's that?
You
From
hear
Cal-
waves from the lake? I do.
She is a beautiful place, beautiful balcony. Her patio out front is fantastic.
It's wonderful. I'm about maybe, what would you say, 2 blocks from the beach or so, and
Okay.
it's still close enough that I can hear the waves.
Yeah, she's her patio is beautiful. So what I'm going to do, I got to sneak in. I'm going to bring over a barbecue and just set it up. On the patio.
I hope you do.
Maybe a mini bar. That'd be great.
That would be cool.
That'd be cool. That'd be wonderful. Kelly Murray, are the ATM withdrawal limits?
Yeah, and it's going to depend on your card, your bank. So I think each ATM and each card has a completely different limit. So I've been stopped at 400. I've been stopped at 1,000, depending on the
That's
location.
about right. I think I was at 1,000. I think so.
Yeah.
I think it was about 1,000. But then, like I always say, I try to have two different banks. So if I need a big chunk of money, I can either use two cards to get $2,000, or you can go Western Union. They're a little pricey.
Yeah, worst case scenario, if your ATMs or cards aren't working, there's always Western Union and MoneyGrams around here, but then you pay, the fees.
Now, supposedly, I haven't tested this limit, but Western Union, you could go up to $5,000.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so that's what I've read.
Yeah.
I've never tried to actually take out 5,000.
Mm-hmm.
The good news is, if you ever need a large chunk of money, it's just another way for you to get.
Yeah, it's an option.
Yeah, because when I was trying to yank out all kinds of money, and you got to keep coming back every day using the ATM card, so it could be a little bit of a pain. Kelly Murray, I have Fidelity and Schwab.
Oh, good for you.
yeah, because I have Bank of America and Schwab. But if I had to do it again, I would go Schwab, Fidelity, or I hear great things about Capital One.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I've had a problem with Bank of America, but I don't get the ATM fees back.
Mm-hmm.
I really don't. And Schwab's customer services.
Actually, I've had really good luck with my Chase card as well, which is an American bank. I don't get my ATM fees back, but actually, it works more consistently than my Fidelity card, which tends to get rejected half the time, if not more.
Okay. I also did open up a local bank account here, which was a little bit of a nightmare. The paper to get, and I had to do another 20 pages of paperwork to get
your
the ATM
card.
Yeah. But I've tried it at different banks here in Albania, and no ATM fees, none,
Nice.
zero. Even going to a different bank.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah,
so as long as it's
as long as it seems to be an Albanian bank, I've never been charged. I went with Credence. Everyone was telling me to go Union, and I tried there. What was weird is the lady seemed like she just didn't want to
do it. Yeah.
So I just walked into Chase. So.
She didn't feel like filling out the paperwork.
There's Craig. Craig Schwab is so good with excellent customer service. Yes, they are. And you can call them 24 hours a day. That's another reason I really like them.
Yeah.
And they're going to open that up.
I feel like with Fidelity, I haven't had the best experience. Every time I call, they tell me something different.
Really?
Sometimes they're open, sometimes they're closed. It's pretty inconsistent. I get my fees back.
Yeah, that's big too. Dan, our first couple of tries using ATM failed. Wow, okay. We couldn't figure out why, but after calling Schwab, they said don't hit the conversion option. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. I've heard that too. So I just never do the conversion thing.
Yeah.
Never.
And I sometimes have to remember that on my Chase card, I have to every couple of months set the travel alerts because that'll time out and then it'll reject my card because I'm supposed to be in the U.S. or whatever.
And that's your Fidelity card?
No, that's Chase.
Now, how often do you have? How long do they give you where you can put in for a time limit?
I want to say it's like 2 months, maybe. I think it might be an odd number, like a month and a half or something like that.
You know, it's weird with Schwab, and I just had to redo it. It's 1 year.
Oh wow!
And so
that's convenient.
Yeah, and what they said is, if you ever go into another country, which I have, just call them and tell them, hey, I'm going to be in North Macedonia, I'm going to be in Greece, I'm going to be somewhere, and they just add it to the list.
Yeah, I can. The nice thing is I can add mine through the app, which is convenient, but it's only, like I said, I think it's maybe a month and a half to 2 months. Okay,
yeah, Schwab was a year, and then my year was up, so I called back. I go, can I extend that year? They go, absolutely, sure you can.
Yeah,
sure you can. Good. Does Albania have? This is from CD Melanie. Does Albania have medical cannabis for seniors?
I don't know. I thought it was illegal here, but someone who's lived here his whole life told me it's actually legal. So I actually have no idea.
I have no idea either. I really don't.
Craig, do you know? Craig might know.
Yeah, or James. We got to get in touch with James.
Know.
Christopher Tay would know too. They've both been there forever. Dan, Craig, love your channel. Yeah, big fan of history. Looking forward to more. There you go.
He just posted a video.
About Greece, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Pastoria.
We were thinking about going there.
Yeah.
We've been thinking about going. Then the weather.
You should watch the video. It's really interesting. Yeah.
I did. So very good. The other things coming up. Let me see. I do have a Wise card as well. So what I try to do, and I try to tell people, just my personal belief, get multiple ways to get your money, so there's not going to be.
I do have a SoFi card as well, but I've had zero luck getting that.
Really? Okay.
Yeah.
SoFi, that's a completely online bank, right?
Yeah.
SoFi, okay. Sorry to hear you've been having trouble.
Yeah, it's whatever.
Okay. So if you don't mind me asking, so it's June that you're going to meet your friend in Rome.
Yep.
I think that's so cool. Meet me in Rome. And then you guys are going to be traveling around.
Yeah.
Hopefully back here to Albania.
We will end up back in Albania. We just don't know exactly when. We don't know if we're going to go from Cyprus to Albania or somewhere else first.
Okay.
We don't really want to plan that much. We want
That's
to
actually
kind of
smart.
leave it
I like that.
open-ended. Yeah, we're going to leave it open-ended and just kind of see how we feel. But eventually, I do want to bring her back to Pokerdach and just show her my world and my life here. And I think that's going to be a lot of fun. And I'm certain she'll do a live with us too.
Okay. Even if I have to stand behind her and just make faces at you too. No,
It would be
cool.
tons of fun.
Yeah, it'd be cool. 3 is kind of hard because you get squeezed in. You got to push the screen back, and then they might not be here. I'll be back here. I'll be behind.
I think if we back it up, it would be fine.
So it'll be okay. Jazz sounds. The fear of being locked out of my bank. Yep, I feel you. And 2 forms of authorization could. Thank you. I had a brain fart there. Thanks for not laughing. She's laughing. Could you please expand upon? Yeah, what I did, still use Google Voice, and I use it with my VPN to show that I'm still in the States, which is perfectly legal. You can do that. And then they can either text me. I also have it set where they can email me, and on their site for both Bank of America and Schwab, how do you want to be contacted? Now I put text and email. Mm-hmm. That way I can get back to them so I'm not locked out. And also the wonderful thing with Schwab, and like we were just talking about, I said, hey, I'm going to be overseas. And they go, how long? I go, hopefully forever. And they just go, no, every year just put in that you're going to be overseas. And it's not going to be a problem. But I understand your fears for that. Believe me, I was scared of that too. That's why
but that's why it's nice to have the MoneyGrams and the Western Union as a backup. It's a hassle and it's expensive, but at least you have that option.
Yeah, Jazz sounds. I heard that about Wise. Wise will no longer issue cards to the U.S., which I wonder why they're doing that.
Going fast.
Going fast. Let me back it up. Kelly Murray, this is for you.
Who will watch the kitty cat?
I will. I promise. I will. April and I will help. We love animals. So.
And I actually do know a young person in the area, a friend of Jesse's, who is happy to pick up a little extra work this summer. So if y'all end up traveling and I need some extra help with the cat, I can hire her to come.
Gotcha. We'll reach out to you if we travel up and go. So the cat will be taken care of. So the cat won't play with me at all.
No,
I'm scared of it.
As soon as it hears you coming in, it'll run up the chimney.
Itself.
And it hides my cat hides in the chimney. Yeah.
Have you ever heard of that? I think that's funny. John, only going to do a 10-day recon trip, so SIM card is a must. Any recommendations on how to handle? My wife is using Vodafone SIM card. Mm-hmm. I would suggest eSIM. And eSIM, everyone's doing that. It's not a physical card, but you can get it online. You can download applications. I think I use Airlow is what's on mine.
So Vodafone doesn't have an eSIM option?
No, it's a straight card, straight SIM card.
For some reason, I thought they had that as an option.
Maybe they do, and I just don't know.
Maybe not. I'm not sure. Yeah, I don't remember.
So look up eSIMs, YouTube eSIMs, and you'll learn a lot about it. Okay. Regina, speaking of seniors, I'm fast approaching the age where I have to sign up for Medicare. Pat, have you crossed that bridge yet? No, I'm about to turn 62. My wife's a couple years old, or a couple months older than me. Forgive me. She just turned 62. So no, I think you have to do Medicare at 65, if I remember correctly. But no, I have not crossed that bridge. Matter of fact, my wife signed up for Social Security. She gets her first check in June.
Yay!
Yeah, it's a good pay raise. And I just did a video. I haven't posted it yet. Of, am I going to take it at 62? I'm like, no, it's a big decision to make. But I already made the decision. So awesome. Put it out there. You want to do William?
Hi, Patrick and Andrea. This is Bill from Arizona. I arrived TIA permanently on July 2nd. I still hope to visit you all in Pokerdach soon. Future expat. Don't mess with it. On my way soon. Awesome. Looking forward to meeting you.
Very good.
Have safe travels.
Oh, fantastic. So are you just looking at Pokerdach? Or you know what worked for us, for all of us? We started in Toronto. And we were there for months. I think a good 7 months. You might have been there longer. Mm-hmm. And we visited other cities to find out which ones we really enjoy. Okay. A lot of people love trying, like you might not like Pokerdach. You might not. A lot of people say it's too small for them. So it all depends. And what's really cool, we always discuss this, is every city seems to have their own vibe. It's really neat. For sure. So you can have the beach, you can have the mountains, you can have the city. The beautiful thing with Toronto is something's always happening. Toronto, clicking, boom. We saw professional boxing match with your son. Wine tasting was at the bazaar. There's something always happening at Scanderbeg Square. So if you really like that, the nightlife and stuff, it's Toronto. But for us, fell in love with Poconos. I know you
Yeah,
too.
yeah, it's definitely quieter here. Toronto's a little noisy.
Right, very crowded.
Very crowded.
And the traffic is out of this world. So let me say here from Craig, Wise lets you hold money in a different currencies and provides a bit of currency exchange protection.
Oh, interesting.
Very good. That's good information. I did not know that. Go up a little bit. Did I go too far?
Yeah.
Dadgone it. There we go. From B, hello Patrick from Kosovo. My fellow, follow your videos, enter information Albania onto many thermic hot waters. I'm not sure I'm reading this correctly.
Hot water, especially in Elbasan.
More hotels from all Balkans going there. Cheap $15 euros. I still got to visit Kosovo. I haven't been there yet.
Yeah, same here.
All right. But I appreciate you being here, buddy. I'll tell you that. You want to take that?
Yep. Regarding SIM card, buy a SIM card when you get there. Start about 12 USD. Yeah, that's an option too, because then you can get them right at the airport or outside of the airport, and then you just pop yours out and then replace it when you leave.
Right. I did a video leaving the airport, and they're standing right at the door if you need an eSIM card. I didn't do that. I waited till I got in town.
You probably save a little money, I'm sure.
Save a little money, and you're just hectic. I got to get out of here.
And so what I did when we first got here is most phone carriers will give you an international plan for like $10 a day. We did that for the first couple of days until we got our phone situated.
Oh, very good.
It's expensive to do long term, but for those first days, it gets you out of the airport, gets you to the city.
Right. Because with us, we took the cruise over, but from Rome we flew into Toronto, and I just wanted to get out of the airport.
Yeah.
I just wanted to get in town.
Yeah.
I was excited, so blew right by there. But then, if you're coming, and I say this before, your Airbnb or even your hotel, because you're not sure where to go. But if you go on the right-hand side as you exit the airport, you can ask your Airbnb or your hotel, can you pick me up from the airport? And 9 times out of 10, they'll have a driver for you. That'll be about $25, $30. And they'll hold up a sign with your name on it. And you'll see a slew of guys lined up on the right-hand side, and they're going to take you right to your accommodations.
Mm-hmm.
Or you go a little bit further, and there's a slew of taxis right there.
Yeah. And it should always be about 25 to 30 euros or whatever.
If they don't have a meter, make sure you talk to negotiate the price before.
Yeah, I've made that mistake. Pretty much any time in Toronto that I didn't make sure they had a meter on, I felt like I got ripped off.
Right.
That's one of the few negative things you'll hear me say about this country. You got to watch out for that.
Yes, I totally agree with that. It's like the only thing. It's happened to April and I a couple of times where I can tell we were overcharged. But they're trying to make a living. I get it. But if they don't have a meter, then please negotiate the price. There's been a few times too where they'll start driving, but he hasn't turned on the meter.
Yeah.
So I'll tap the meter and go,
hey, buddy.
Let's see, Tony collection. Hi, Patrick and Andrea.
Hey,
Love it
Tony.
here in Durris.
Awesome.
Good for you.
Glad you're enjoying yourself.
Yeah, I like Durris. Some people didn't.
Yeah.
I'm thinking they had to get away from the industrial port. There's a huge industrial port right there. We just went south of it. Beaches are beautiful.
Yeah.
Beautiful. And you could save a lot of money in comparison to Toronto.
Yeah, quite a bit.
Yeah, because I met a few Albanians that work in Toronto because they can make more money, but they live in Durris and it's cheaper. And you can live right on top of the Adriatic Sea. Really good. Jazz sounds. Do you have to have unlocked phones? Yes. So unlock it. In other words, my phone used to be an AT&T phone, but then I had to unlock it so they can set the SIM card. Mm-hmm. I got to get a new phone anyways. But you can. I think after 6 months, most carriers will let you unlock the phone. You can go in and ask them to do it for you. Okay. Hopefully this doesn't mess up the chat. Trying to scroll here, guys. We try to answer every question we can. If we miss one, we apologize. Okay. There, Tony. I use Ariel eSIM. Yes, that's the one I have on my phone. So yes, I use that as well.
Tony, do you use their hotspot? I think I used someone's hotspot when I first moved here, and it wasn't Vodafone because the Vodafone hotspot is terrible. It's useless, and I really could use a good hotspot. So please let me know if you have had any luck with that.
Yeah, chime in, Tony. That'd be good information. If you guys can help with information, man, that'd be wonderful. That helps all of us, not just us, but also helps everyone else here. Tony, sorry I haven't been watching live today lately. It's okay.
No worries. Glad you made it.
It's okay. Appreciate you. I want to take it on from Brett.
Yep. Do you have your Social Security going to a bank in the U.S. or in Albania?
To a U.S. bank. We did that in our Charles Schwab for April. When I do mine, I'll probably kick mine over to a Bank of America, just so they have money going to different banks and stuff like that. But April's excited about that. You know what's weird, and I'm sure everyone that's already taken Social Security already knows this. When you put in for it, they still make you wait a month to get your first shot. I think they're hoping you die so you don't get the money.
Probably.
Probably. Yeah. Let's see. I scrolled a little bit. Did I go too far? No. Did I go too far?
Grab it from here, not over here.
Okay. Okay.
Right here. That's where we were.
Okay.
Okay. Tony, I hope to visit Pokerdetch soon. Awesome. Let us know when you're coming.
Okay. And also from Dan, ESM, mine died after 2 days. Wow. Wife's just opted for an international plan from our provider, Mint Mobile. Here it looks great. Once we get back, my plan is to put Vodafone on the phone. Yeah, the only thing I went through darn near every carrier in the United States before we came, and you can get an international plan for like 6 months.
Yeah,
and
they're expensive too. Yeah. Well, the ones I found were expensive.
Yeah, but I was still going to do it, but I couldn't believe I couldn't find one.
But they were reliable.
Yeah. Or I can use it for more than 6 months.
Yeah.
I thought that was weird. Brett Ryder, hi B. We will be in Kosovo in September. Okay, Brett's reaching out to B, saying he's going to be in Kosovo. Fantastic. You guys, if you guys chat between yourselves, that's wonderful too. We're not going to say anything bad about that. Want to do John? I'm not touching the screen.
Thank for all SIM card info. Took notes from Tony and Jazz. Will do temp for the recon, then lock in permanent number when settled in. Thanks.
Very good.
I'll handle this.
They're used to my mistakes. That's why you're here. I tell you, we need you. Let's see, Tony. I recommend Taxi Landy. I use frequently.
Oh, a taxi company?
Yeah, that must be a company they're talking about. Okay. Lives in Plazeth. I'm not sure how to pronounce that, but I know that's it.
I'm pretty sure you butchered that.
I'm absolutely certain.
But I'm not going to try either.
Let's see. Tony, want to take that?
Across from the Adriatic, I did use it as a hotspot. How did it work for you?
Yeah, is that reliable?
It works pretty well.
Okay, fantastic.
Awesome. Okay, cool. Yeah, the Vodafone hotspot is just, it doesn't work at all. It does not work.
Hello from Saranda. Lebanon here.
Awesome. Hello.
I still got to go there.
Yeah, we do too.
You know, I talked about this before. If you're new and you didn't catch it, I have a big personality flaw.
We know.
Everyone told me, you got to go to Saranda. You got to go to Lure. You got to. And I'm the type of guy, if everyone goes, you have to turn right, I'm going left.
Yeah.
And sometimes that's helped me. It's hurt me a lot of times too. But I'll get there. I've heard nothing but good things.
That's one of the places that Bailey and I really want to go. So we're probably going to be going to Saranda here soon.
Take pictures. Send me some pictures.
Yeah, plan on it.
Okay. July 16th through the 23rd, we're coming for our first visit. My wife and I, where we go, and we'll be spending time in Durrës, Corcha, and Toronto. I tell the trying to say Corcha. Corcha is beautiful.
Yeah.
Oh, good for you. So the 16th through the 23rd. Yeah. Yeah, that worked out.
Dan, Andrea, thanks for helping the old man with technology. That's why I'm here.
Shots fired. Shots fired, Dan. I'm just messing with you. That was okay. That was funny. Believe me, I enjoyed that. I enjoyed that. You guys can give me a hard time, okay? And it's also kind of true.
Yeah.
Okay, from Glenn Reynolds, I know that the cities are spelled wrong. I used talk and text LOL. Yeah, you know, and like
as long as we can sound it out.
Right, or point to it or something, you know what I mean? Or we'll spell it to you. So hopefully that'll be okay. Ventures Roaming Retirees.
Our month here has gone by so fast, leaving next week. Well, I hope you had a good time. And thanks for joining our live.
Yeah, we very much appreciate you guys, every one of you. So thank you very much for doing this. From Michigan, want to take that?
Hi, from Michigan. I'm wanting to come to Toronto for dental tourism this coming winter. Can you talk about the quality of Toronto's dental industry? I've read nothing but good things. I certainly haven't used it yet, but I've only heard good things as well. And I've seen some of their clinics. They look state of the art.
There are so many expats that come here just for the dental. Mm-hmm. I mean, so many. So very affordable and very good. I too have not tried it. Another personality flaw. I am scared of dentists. I was hit with a baseball when I was very young, and I had to have plastic surgery done. So even as an adult, I freak out. But I got to go see a dentist. I have to get it done. Yeah. But like I said, I know too many people have come to this country just for the dental work. So it's fantastic.
Cosmetic tourism is pretty big here as well.
Right. Yes, you're absolutely correct. Or sometimes people will go to Turkey for it too. Okay. Andrea.
What hotspot did you use in Albania? I think it was the Airolo one. I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing that correctly, but the same one. And that one worked really well. I'm hoping that was the same one. But yeah, the Vodafone, it's in their package. It says it comes with a hotspot, but it's just not strong enough for my computer to pick it up at all.
Jay Smith. Hi, Patrick and Andrea.
Okay.
Just booked a week in Vlora and Pokerdeath with a few days in Toronto for June 26th, trying to figure out if I should ride a bus or rent a car from Vlora to Pokerdeath. For me personally, from Vlora to Pokerdeath, I'd say Toronto, no.
For renting?
Rent. I wouldn't drive in Toronto. That's just me personally. It's crazy. I would say if you're bored, just get in the taxi and tell them to take you for a ride in Toronto. It's going to be like no one's going to tell you to put on your seatbelt. You're going to do that yourself. And you're going to look for a helmet in the car too.
That's true.
Yeah, it's crazy in Toronto. And what I would in Pokerdeath,
Yeah, I think I might warm up to driving around here someday.
We've talked about that. So you're still debating on getting a car?
I think I will end up with a car eventually. Not right now. I'm not quite there yet, but maybe like in a year or two. Yeah.
Okay, very good.
The roads between the cities aren't that bad.
They're not. But when I first got here, you just get to Toronto, I was like, oh my goodness.
I remember that first cab ride out of the airport. Jesse and I are all excited. We're all talking. And within like 5 minutes, we were silent and just still and just like holding on to things and just like looking at each other. We were so scared.
Didn't you have a taxi driver that had a Tesla and it was like 0 to 60 in 1 second or something like that?
I will never get another taxi in Albania that has a Tesla.
Because you said its acceleration was
0 to 60 in like 2 seconds. And we were driving through the city and he just kept going from 0 to 60, 0 to 60, 0 to 60 in between every light and everything. And it was terrifying.
Really? Yeah, I remember telling me that.
It was the worst cab ride.
Wasn't he passing on the curves and you couldn't see
No, that was a different guy. So we were coming back from Korea once.
Okay.
And that was arguably also the most traumatic car ride of my life. So the guy's passing buses on windy mountain roads coming downhill. He can't see if there's anyone coming. It was so dangerous. Right. And then once we got on the main road, he was just going as fast as his car could go, weaving in and out of traffic. Okay. Yeah, I had a moment with God.
Made the 911
Yeah,
call.
I was like, not die today.
Okay, tell you what, I had my teeth cleaned in Durrus and White Dental Clinic, 30 euros. Great service, more modern than my dentist in California. I've heard nothing but
that's awesome.
Nothing but good things to say about the dentistry here. That's all I've heard. You know what I'm amazed at too? Man, there's a dentist office like every freaking corner.
Yeah, tons of them.
Yeah, you won't have a hard time finding them. Want to take a breath?
How's the water in Pokerdeath right now? It's cold, but swimmable. It's a little choppy today, but a couple of days ago it was perfectly still. Not sure exactly what you're asking for as far as temperature or what.
Let me add to that though, and I always forget to say, in Toronto, everyone drinks bottled water.
Oh, okay.
But here you don't have to. Okay, I know this bottle, but it came from my tap because the water's coming off the mountain. Mm-hmm. The only thing, because I've heard people go, what's wrong with the water in Toronto? What it is, because I've asked the Albanians, they just put a lot of chlorine in their water. Mm-hmm. So sometimes it could affect your stomach or not. I know many people that drink tap in Toronto and they're fine, but if you have a sensitive stomach, and we moved to Pokerdeath, and Larry, our building manager, was seeing me always grabbing a bottle of water. He goes, what are you doing? What are you really wasting your money for? And I go, why? I got to drink bottled water. He goes, not here. It's like, all right, so great. So super. So adventurous roaming retirees, we only take buses, but the driving and Saranda seems pretty mild.
Oh, nice. Good to know.
The only thing, since you've been in the Saranda, I just hear in the summer, it's just crazy with tourists. I mean, off the chain with the amount of tourists in there. So, like I said, I've kind of avoided Saranda, but is that true that there's just almost too many tourists in there come summer months? I don't know. So please let me know. Want to take time?
Taxilandia is great in Tirana and all over Albania.
Wonderful.
I don't think I've ever tried that one.
Me neither. Can you download the app? Is that how it works? The way we do it, we have our personal taxi cab driver in Toronto. We got his number, his WhatsApp number. we also got a guy here in Poker Desk.
Mhm.
So what I suggest to people, take different taxis. When you find one that's safe, one that you trust, then ask for their WhatsApp number.
Yeah.
Then using WhatsApp, you can send your location to them. And they can come right to your front door and pick you up.
Yeah.
That's worked out.
I
well.
have used the taxi app before we had these guys, Mur Taxi,
Okay.
and that was convenient at first. It was kind of like Uber, but that's where I ended up in the Tesla, and so I haven't used it since.
Okay. And from Brett Rare, is the beach getting crowded? Not yet.
Not yet. Now some of the walkways are starting to traffic's
You can see
picking up, but not on the beach yet. No.
You can see him. When I went to Toronto to pick my wife up, I went to Poland. She went back to the States. What I freaked out at in Toronto was I was seeing tourists, but they were so young. I'm seeing people in their 20s, which just staggering to me. I'm a little jealous. It took me all this time to be able to travel. I'm like, letting these kids go. Traveling the world in your 20s, I think it's great. Don't get me wrong. But I was shocked at how young I'm seeing some of the tourists coming in. But hey, Dan?
We didn't get to Toronto, but I really enjoyed driving in Albania. There is no road rage, just that the rules are more like suggestions.
Yes!
I hear you. Yeah. I think there is. I have seen a little bit of road rage in Toronto, but not much.
It's funny when you say suggestions. April and I always joke about that. Stop signs, that's
if you feel like it.
That's funny. Ventress, you want to take it?
We leave before the busy summer. It's our first time here, and we leave next week.
Gotcha. Actually, that's a very good choice.
Yeah.
I'm not saying summer's bad. The only thing for the summer, last summer, man, Toronto was so hot. It was unbelievably hot. And April wouldn't come out until the sun was set. In the
I
summer.
didn't most days either, and the couple times that I did, I think I told you, it was kind of eerie. It was like a ghost town. Like the streets were empty, businesses were closed. It was just too hot.
Right. But also the sun would set and all the families would come out.
Yeah.
That was cool. Let's see from John. Speaking of transport, are motorcycles an option? If nothing else, secondary to mountain coastal line area, rise your thoughts. Yeah, a lot of people have motorcycles there, or Vespas. You see a lot of scooters. I gave my scooter to Jesse only because I was going to kill myself with that thing. I'm not as spry as I used to be, but I will get. It's much more laid back here in Poker Desk, so we are going to get an electric bicycle.
Yeah.
Hopefully two, one for me, one
Nice.
for April. So, the thing is that we got to find a garage to park it. We've been looking.
Did you ever find out about the ones in the building?
There's one's in the building. I asked O'Leary about it.
Mm-hmm.
The only thing is they're not for rent; they're for sale.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
And it was like $8,000.
Mm,
Right?
Yeah.
So if we find one though, then we'll share it with you. That way we can all have a place for storage.
Yeah. Okay.
Because the only thing bad about my place too, we really don't got much room for storage. That would be nice. Maybe Christmas tree, whatever.
Yeah.
The bicycles, scooters, because those are hard to get in the elevator. So.
Have you asked him if he knows of any rentals?
He told me yes, but he never really got back to me.
You have to remind me.
Yeah. So, but yeah, I'll be pushing for that because I could tell the electrical bicycles coming up. So,
Yeah.
It's like
That would be fun.
would be. That'd be cool. Let me see. Executive. I will be in Lynn near Poker Desk. Then Poker Desk
nice.
next weekend.
Awesome.
Very cool. We like
Are
Lynn.
you actually staying in Lynn? I did see they were opening up some rooms or something.
Right? And they got
This
that
side
big
here.
hotel there.
Oh.
There's other houses that open up too.
Mhm.
I've seen some places like that.
Like guest houses and
We
whatnot.
loved Lynn. You loved Lynn too.
Yeah, I really want to go back. I feel like I need to see more of it.
You want to
Where are
scroll
we?
down? I'm not allowed to touch the screen anymore.
Yeah.
You want to go down?
I don't think we are. I think we're at the bottom. Oh, there we go.
Okay.
I sold my big BMW bike yesterday, and I found a shipping company for the Vespa. Nice. What company
Very
are
good.
you using?
Yeah, and if you don't mind us asking you, Dan, because I get asked that question a lot, what is it costing you to ship that over here?
Yeah.
If you don't mind us asking that. Piper John, that's why they have daily siestas in Spain. It's too hot to be outside. yeah, straight up.
Yes.
So you want to take Tony?
Left Toronto in 1993. I can't wait to be shocked from all the changes. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so
I
since
could imagine.
93. Wow.
Wow. Yeah. That's when Chris got there, isn't it? 92 or 93?
Yeah, Chris got there from the Stefan Center.
Yeah.
And that was right when, man, things were rocking here. So
Yeah.
yeah, the change that I bet you'll freak out. You'll trip out. There's my wife saying hi to Tony right there. Executive Institute. There are many Airbnbs in Lynn.
Awesome.
I thought so. I thought so. Well, we really liked it.
Yeah.
Very laid back. It was almost like being thrown in a time machine. I don't know how to describe it. Just walking the streets were really cool, really beautiful. You want to take Mark?
Finally got our apartment here in Toronto. Awesome. Congrats.
Very good. Did you get a 1-year lease? Just kind of curious. How long you staying? Are you staying permanently, or is it just an exploratory trip? Let us know. Let's say, this was for you.
Andrea, can Airlo work with a locked SIM? I don't know.
I don't know either.
I'm sorry.
If it's locked, that's a really good question.
Yeah, I don't know.
You know what? Their customer service, I couldn't call them. I think I emailed them a couple times. They were pretty good in getting back to me. So give that a try. Mark, a 1-year lease. Very good. Good for you. See, you're here permanently, or at least for a long time. So wonderful. Check out different cities. You're going to really like it. And Rushi, talking to my wife. Hey, April, how was your trip to Dallas? So I'm sure my wife will type that into you. Yeah, her dad was sick, so we sent him back, but she still got to spend a lot of time with sisters and stuff. So it was good. She'll text in at the bottom. There's Tony, to ship a car from Jacksonville to Durham is going to cost me $1,500.
Oh.
To ship
That's
a car,
not bad.
yeah, to ship a car. Okay, that's about. I actually expected it to be a little more.
I did too, honestly. Huh.
There's Regina. Pat, maybe you can have a small storage added to the outdoors, just big enough for the e-bike. If I get another motorcycle, I might get a Spider. Very good. Yeah, that's one thing me and April missed a lot too. Is we sold both of our motorcycles.
Yeah.
Rid of those. You want to take adventures?
We've met many expats here in Surrounda, and folks are buying a place and staying put. Awesome.
Very good. Very good. Tony, I'm in the process of residency. Good for you.
Awesome.
Good for you. I was so glad to get my residency.
Yeah.
Don't stress.
I'm working on it.
You're doing good. You're doing good. Mark Bodie, sorry I'm late to the conversation. That's okay. I saw that you visited Corsia. Yes, we did visit Corsia. What was your general impression? Is it worth a long visit? Yes, we will definitely be back. I know you've been to Corsia too.
Yeah, I really liked Corsia.
Beautiful town, really nice vibe to it. What was it? 500 elect for the bus ride for me and April. And it was a 40.
I paid more than that.
Well, for us, I swear it was 500. Yeah, 500
Yeah.
elect.
We
Roughly
paid-
$6.
We paid. I want to say we paid $8.
Really?
for each trip. Yeah.
For both of you together.
Mhm.
Okay. But ours was fine. But maybe it depends on the bus driver. I don't know. But still $8 for a bus ride.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
it wasn't
45-minute bus ride. And sometimes the bus stations or parking lots will be far away from where you want to be. And sometimes you need to take a taxi there, but it wasn't like that for Corsia.
Yeah, it was pretty walkable.
Yeah. So we'll be back. Loved Corsia. Great vibe. Did 2 videos on it. I know you did you do 2 videos?
No, I just did one of the bazaar, the old bazaar.
Okay.
Yeah, that's all we did. We just went for an afternoon.
Yeah, if you get a chance, look those videos up. Okay. There's my wife answering. Dallas was a nightmare.
Aw.
Very long story, but it was great to see family. Yeah. Tony Collection, does the shipping of the Vespa and car count the import fee?
Good question.
Yeah, so I
Yeah.
can tell that question's for Dan. Was it Dan? My wife loved Corsia, absolutely. Lucy, talking to Dan. Dan, are you all set to move? Were you able to sell your house in this market? I'm having a hard time. I bet everyone's waiting for those interest rates to drop. I think it's what. So right now it's kind of hard. I think he's in the process of selling it. I know he bought a place here already. Good for him. Want to take Mark?
Question. The immigration site says you need to have a bank account to apply for residency, but the banks are telling us we need to get a visa first. Advice.
Yeah. So one's telling the other. The thing is online, a lot of the information is flat out wrong. No, you do not need a bank account. And there's so
I think
many.
he's talking about the actual residency application.
But I see the one's telling you got to do this first, and the other one's telling no, you got to do that first. Best thing I suggest to you, go see an immigration lawyer. That's what we did. That's what really helped us out. Bruce, hey Patrick, any more news on the new airport in Vlorë? And are they on schedule for June? I am told yes. When I wrote it, I know they did. They already did one flight out of there. They're supposed to open in June, I believe.
That's what we heard.
Are
I
you
want to
looking it
see real quick if there's any news.
So they're talking about June, so we shall see. But they did their first ceremonial flight in there, so good to go. I know they're hiring people right now, which is good. But hopefully keep your fingers crossed it'll be open in June. So it'll be the second airport again. The amount of construction they're doing here is staggering. I did read that the runway will be the longest in all the Balkans. And the good news for that, because then they could get the big jets in here, and then you could take nonstop flights to America, which would be great. Because right now you got to either go to Germany, Hillsborough, or Turkey, to get your connection flight to make it to the States.
I can't find quick information.
It's okay. Tony, I was recommended to use Union Bank, so was I, for residency. Was able to sign up before filing. Good. I tried there, like I said, and before I got my residency card, they were giving me hell. When I say hell, they couldn't understand. For an American, if you're only here for a year, why do you want to open a bank account? I kept explaining, no, I live here. And I got rejected. But once I got my residency card for Albania, snap,
I use my Fidelity bank account because the online application does make you put in some bank information. It says it's supposed to be an Albanian bank. But I remember what you said. I don't know if it's going to fly or not. I haven't heard back yet. But that's what I did.
I think you'd be okay. Especially being Americans here.
Yeah. Well, because the Fidelity is supposed to be like an international account.
Sure, absolutely.
We'll see.
Should be good to go. Let me see. Rushi, congratulations, Dan. I would have to wait for them to tell them to apply for residency, but you need a 1-year lease when you go there. Yeah, but like I said, there's so many different ways to do it. The best thing I can just tell you is please go see a lawyer. Dan, Tony, from what I found, can ride as a tourist for a year on my North Carolina plate and then pay import fees. I did go to a rental car place. What do I need an international driver's license driver? And they told me no, as long as you have a valid U.S. driver's license, they accept it. Mm-hmm. So Dan's absolutely correct. They're going to want you to get their insurance, though. You got to bring your passport. They're going to take a photocopy of your passport, put that on file. And the places that I went to, I'm not saying it's like this on every car rental place, but they wanted to rent it to you for 3 days. You couldn't rent it for 1. But every place is different,
Yeah, Craig knows a guy here that rents cars, and they'll do it by the day, but they don't offer their own insurance.
Okay.
But we're not in Toronto either, so I don't know if there's any place in Toronto that does it for less. But yeah, you're right. It's going to vary from place to place.
Rushi asked my wife's son, hello, April. I don't know if Patrick told you, but my mom and sister live in Watauga, Texas. We were right next to there. I went to visit there past April 16th. To the 23rd, I am not a fan of that. Watauga, that was our one of our old stomping grounds near Fort Worth. So yeah, we missed Fort Worth. Then we ended up moving to Saginaw. We bought a much smaller house. Best thing we ever did. Paid off all the bills, and it was a lot easier to clean a smaller house.
Yeah.
Because we had a 3,100 square foot house. It was stupid. We had 2 air conditioners, 2 heaters, too much to insure, too much for the upkeep. It's hard to clean. April would say should be done with the upstairs, and then within 2 days it's too dusty. She's got to go back. Patrick Hamilton, okay.
Is it suggested you learn Albanian? Every other expat channel suggests. You learn the native language to avoid scams, and of course to be able to mingle more with the locals. It's unfortunately pretty easy for us to get by without knowing the language here, but I'm sure it would benefit us if we did.
Though we're pretty good because we're both very respectful, and we learned at least you gotta say thank you, please,
thank you, and a couple other basic words.
Right. So we're getting by. If I really get in trouble, I just look for someone that's 30 years old or younger. If I'm lost or whatever, and they speak English really well.
Yeah.
And they're very polite.
Yeah, and I don't run into a lot of people trying to scam us here. I mean, occasionally I feel like the cab drivers might throw a couple extra dollars on there if they don't have their meters on. But other than that, yeah, I mean, it probably would benefit you if you learn the language. It is very challenging.
Elo, hi Patrick, April, Andrea. How you doing?
Hi Elio.
Good to see you.
Good to see you.
Wow, we miss each other. Darn, yeah, we miss each other. And my wife's chewing me out right here. Do you say that?
Yes, you should learn the language.
I have never been scammed here. Yes, that's very true.
Yeah.
Don't we only had 2 cab rides? I think they overcharged us.
Yeah.
But other than that, no, there really isn't a scam. I've never had. You go to some restaurants I've heard from different countries, and the expats get a different menu with different prices. They don't do that here.
Yeah.
Executive Institute. After getting the 1-year residency card, I tried to get a driver's license, but they said I didn't need an Albanian driver's license for a year and to come back in a year.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Like that. I had 2 ladies tell me you can use your American driver's driver's license. As long as it's
Yeah.
not suspended
Yeah.
or anything weird like that. Okay, you want to take Tony?
I'm learning ship, but people ask me why.
I just think,
We're trying to learn too.
yeah, it just when people ask, I know because you don't need it, but I don't know. I just April and I almost thought it's more respectful to at least give it a try. And even when I butcher it, I see a smile come to their face.
Yeah.
And they're gonna help me out.
I get laughed at a lot, but
Yeah, nice way.
in a nice
A nice way.
way.
But they see we're trying. I think that's really important. Okay, Patrick Hamilton, good to know. Thank you. Addressing locals in their native tongue, hello, please, thank you, goes a long way.
Yeah, I agree.
Absolutely.
I agree.
Absolutely. There's one. Hello, she's talking to me. Hello, I was not chewing out anyone. Was talking to a different Patrick.
Oh.
Patrick Hamilton. Okay, she wasn't chewing you out either, Patrick. No,
You just assumed it was at you.
I did. After being married for 37 years, you get that. You get that. So that's okay. You want to take that on, Adventures?
Everyone here in Surrender has been so nice, and
Yes.
they've all spoke English. Yeah.
Very good. Especially, that's a big tourist town. Looks
Mhm.
beautiful. I got to get there. I'll
Yeah.
probably go there in September.
Yeah, sounds like a good time to go.
Yeah. Let's see. Rushi talking to Dan. I'm looking at, I can't pronounce that name.
Shen, he told us to. Shenzhen.
It looks beautiful. Do you have good hospitals there?
Well, Dan's going to answer.
Dan's to answer that. But the hospital here I really liked. It's
Yeah.
huge too. Multiple.
The one here in Pokerditch?
Yeah.
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 I haven't been to that one.
But what I like about our location though is close. And the reason that's important, I'm much older than Andrea. So is April. Why don't you giggle right there? I'm just messing with it. But as you age, you guys start thinking about stuff like that. So we're pretty close to the hospital. And I also want to make sure to stay in a town that does have a hospital because some of the villages don't.
Sure.
I'll take it on.
Where are we? Are the ones that ask me why? Oh, the locals are the ones that ask him
Okay.
why. B, maybe is shameful. They am young and is truth. Easiest words you learn. Albanian is China, so it means sex. You
speak about China,
go
go around India, Japan, China. The only time in the East that I've gone, I was in the Air Force then. I've been to the Philippines. Really didn't count. It was just like 2 weeks. You know what I mean? But I remember it was like March and it was hot.
Oh, I bet.
It was hot and humid, But that's the only time I'd love to see it though. April, believe it or not, April really wants to see Cambodia.
Yeah, I actually do too. But there's just so much to do before that happens.
and that's just farther away.
Yeah,
from here,
yeah.
And there's so much here that we want to see in Europe. Even before we can even think about that.
Yeah.
But you never know. It's a good thing about being retired. Every day's Saturday. Elio.
I'd say the best way to learn the language is to hang around with a local one.
Actually, yes.
Yeah.
Oh, you know what you got going for you? And good for you. I'm going to brag about Andrea right now. And I mean this. I mean this sincerely. She likes to give back, and she's doing volunteer work at a school just so she can help give back to Albania. And I commend you for that. But I know you picked up some words just being around those kids.
Yeah, so being around the kids and at some, I feel like I can be more beneficial if I learned more of the language. So I've been trying to hustle and try to learn more phrases. And so that's been helping, just being kind of immersed in the culture. But a lot of times the kindergarten teacher is teaching the class and I'm sitting with the kids learning versus me actually helping her. So.
But I admire that you wanted to give back. You're doing some volunteer work. So I think that's fantastic.
Thank you.
Yeah, I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it. Yeah, too many kids. Too many kids running around. Tony Woodall collection. Elio, I was told the same thing. Data local, they say. Okay. From Dan Rushi, no, they don't. It's an hour from Toronto, so we figured that would be close enough. Very good. Rushi was wording me. Adventurous roaming. We are finally getting to Asia this fall. Good for you. I would love to. Love to. There's so much to see for here though too.
Yeah.
I was fortunate enough when I was in the service. I was stationed 3 years in Germany, so got to travel a lot of Western Europe. I put the bug in me, but to come to the Eastern side over here, God, there's so much. Love the trip to Poland. There's so much we got to do. So much we want to see. We want to see more of the Balkans. So
yeah,
I feel very blessed to be here.
It's a good location.
Wonderful
proximity
location.
to all these other countries.
Yeah, everything's like an hour and a half to 2 hour flight, and inexpensive. So, like I mentioned before, from your where you're leaving the airport, where it says where you're going from, and where's your arrival date. Type in TIA as your where you're going from, and look at all the places you can go to in Europe for cheap.
Yeah.
You actually found flights $20 to Rome one
yeah.
way.
Yeah.
You know?
I mean, you pay extra for your bag, but then you're still looking at 50.
Tops.
Yeah.
And I was seeing $56 round trip to Budapest,
Mhm.
and I really wanted to. We were going to go this weekend to what was the name of that town in North Macedonia? Struga. We're going to go to
Oh.
Struga, but the weather's just been
Yeah.
topsy turvy. I don't want to go when it's raining, but now I'm seeing Monday and Tuesday is supposed to clear up, so I don't know. Everything keeps changing, but there's so much we want to see. Okay, and Kenny X, hello, how you doing? Emil, want to take that?
We appreciate all that you guys give back. You're all very respectful.
Oh, thanks, Elio.
Thanks, Elio. That's very nice.
We
of you to
appreciate
say.
you. We appreciate the country too.
I'm always saying hi to Kenny Adventurous. We were also stationed in Germany many years ago when we started our channel. Where's
Rishi.
oh,
How is Jesse doing in the States? He's doing really well. I miss him, but he's doing really well. He's doing a lot of work with my stepdad. They're doing a lot of remodeling work, and he's having tons of fun with family because they're all spoiling him now that he's there. So he's having a great time. Thank you for asking.
We're all missing him.
We miss him.
Yeah,
Yeah.
April misses him big time.
Yeah.
She misses feeding them.
I'm sure he misses her feeding him.
So
He's having a good time.
great. It's good for him. It's good for you. But yeah, we miss him. So
Yeah.
can't wait for him to come back. Adventurous. We were also stationed. Okay, I already mentioned that before. Where were you? I was at Han Air Base, which is now, I want to say international. They closed that base, but we were at Han, which was the closest city was Wiesbaden. My favorite town that I was living in was Traubach. I don't know if you know that. Okay, want to take that?
I'm heading to Spain in July to walk around Camino. So much cheaper than the States.
Big time.
Yeah.
Big time. A lot of people are retiring in Spain right now too. Very good. But yeah, get out there, travel. So we always tell people there's always options out there. Tony, what all collection to fly to? Yes, to fly to from Toronto, and you can really see the deals. Really anywhere in Europe would be fantastic.
Yeah.
You want to take them?
Rishi, I should clarify. There is a regional hospital in
Don't look at me. I think it's Lazy.
That's 4 miles from
Okay.
us. The American hospitals are in Toronto.
Right, 1, 2,
1,
3.
2, and 3. 2 is my favorite.
Yeah, I went to one just because I figured we're number one. Shows you what goes through my head. I'm guessing though that because one looked older, so maybe it was the first one in Toronto. But their official names is American Hospital number 1, American Hospital number 2, American Hospital number 3. It's actually stenciled on the outside of the hospital wall.
Mhm.
I just thought that was funny as hell. Real funny. You want to take Patrick Hamilton?
My former boss is in Albania for all of May. I look forward to a full report from him. Watching your channel has piqued my curiosity. Have you seen Albania get more expensive since you arrived?
The only expense that really I've seen is just that the dollar's fallen a little bit.
Yeah,
So
you're right.
So the conversion rate.
With the change in the conversion rate, it's gotten more expensive for us who convert.
Right, I think it's 87 cents
Yeah.
now, where it used to be 100 to 1. So it'll bounce back.
But as far as them changing prices, have you noticed that at all?
Not really.
I don't think I have.
Oh, no, not at all. Especially not here. Because you see her place, downright beautiful. 2-bedroom, beautiful,
Yeah.
huge balcony.
Yeah,
I'm
I
getting
really
that
love
barbecue.
it. I hope you do.
We'll get that. We'll
Grab
get
a hammock too.
Yeah, hammock. We'll get a mini bar up there. Okay, this is for you.
Andrea, that is good. He is learning valuable skills which he can use. My son is coming from Lubeck, Germany to visit us. Aw, we are so excited to see him. It's been 1.5 years. Oh, that's a long time. I'm excited for you.
How old is your son? Just out of curiosity. 1 year is a long time.
Yeah.
Hey, Ken Akins. Hopefully I pronounced that correctly. He's going to turn 76 July 7th. He'll be arriving in Toronto July 18th. I am nearly finished with getting rid of all my belongings. That's tough. I'll be staying in an Airbnb for a month, and we'll look for an apartment. Good for you. Perfect.
Awesome.
It was hard. We came down here with 4 suitcases and 2 backpacks. That is tough.
Yeah.
That was tough. We got rid of so much stuff. The only thing I shouldn't say the only thing, because obviously I couldn't bring tools, so I gave away all the tools. Couldn't bring away all of April's kitchen stuff because pots and pans take up so much room in the luggage. And then those are really the 2 big things that we're replacing.
Yeah.
Tools and kitchen supplies. stuff like that. We're still upgrading our current place. So. Brett Ryder, real estate seems to be going up. I know it's a lot. It depends on your city.
Yeah.
Toronto's expensive. For Albania, Toronto's expensive.
Vlora prices are increasing in Vlora
Sure.
quite a bit.
Now, when you were talking about prices increasing, there is a bump up in the summer.
Yeah, but I think actual real estate prices are increasing in Vlora.
Sure.
Yeah.
But if you were going to come out for a 1-year lease, I would suggest come out either before summer or really right after summer, September, October, because that really puts you in the driver's seat, for negotiating a good deal. Okay. Let me see. Patrick Hamilton, pity us poor Canadians. We have the Northern Peso. Yeah, doing all right, buddy. Okay. She's 25. Okay, her son's 25 years old, so I get you. But a year away from him, I get it. Believe me, I get it. Want to take Tony? Oh, a little bit Germany.
He's gorgeous. Autocorrects things. Yeah.
Don't worry about it. Elo, Poker Desk would be the best city for vacation as far as prices go. Anywhere else seems to be a little bit expensive. Yeah, I find Poker Desk gorgeous. You can get really
gorgeous, affordable. Yeah, it's all the things.
Yeah, we got lucky.
Yeah.
I always call this Mayberry. I don't know how else to describe it. Just very chill. Very chill. Really like it. Tony, yes, everywhere is going up. Still good though.
Yeah.
Seems like coming out of COVID, everywhere across the world, just inflation just took off.
Yeah.
Because I've been asked before, what are you going to do when prices go up? I'll just say, look at American prices. If you don't mind me asking, how much are you paying for rent?
400.
The reason that's important, even with the conversion rate, and you're paying a little bit more, what could you get for $400 in the U.S.?
Oh God, I was in a really crappy apartment for $1,250.
Right.
And I was in a basement apartment with mold, and I had a view of the dumpster. I was happy to have that place too. I was really lucky to find a place that wasn't in a dangerous area for that price.
But
so I was actually really happy with that price.
And unfurnished, right?
No, that was with furnishings.
With furniture, okay.
Yeah,
That's really rare for America.
Yeah.
Yeah, because over here you get your place is gorgeous, $400, fully furnished.
Fully furnished, yeah.
I think I always say it takes you longer to get down the elevator than to walk to the beach.
Yeah.
So with the location and everything, so we really feel blessed. So when people start talking about money in Albania, I always just say, look at the U.S.
I should say, I'm embarrassed to say this, but just to put things in perspective, my apartment would have actually been $300.
She's talking about here.
So
this apartment.
I could have had a 2-bedroom, 1-bath apartment with a beautiful view for $300. I'm paying a very steep pet fee every month.
But still, it's $400.
But I'm happy.
Yeah. So without a pet, she could have got her place for $300 bucks a month. Shocking.
Well, 300
sorry.
euros. So that converts to a little bit higher. Right now, I think I paid $456 last month with the conversion rates where they are.
Now, are you paying in lek or euro?
I'm paying in lek. So
Okay.
yeah, whatever. I just remember the conversion. After all conversions are done, it ended up being about $456.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, when I was in Toronto, I had to pay my landlord euros.
Mm-hmm.
And I heard most places, when you're renting, they want to be paid in euros. I don't know why. Patrick, you need to put the cowboy hat back on. That's my Indiana Jones hat.
It's been a while. Where is
been.
it? It's probably getting dusty.
It is. I got to start wearing that again. It was funny. The wife got me that because, Indiana Jones traveling all over the world. I don't know if she meant it as a joke or what, but I bought that hat. I got to start wearing that again. So thank you. I will. I promise. We'll do a video with the hat. Okay. Executive Institute.
200 euros a month for a 1-bed furnished apartment on 6th floor of modern building in Elbasan.
That is awesome. And I don't think it's that hard to find. Again, like you said, once you get out of the major cities and the really touristy areas, you can find some really good deals here still.
I think you're the subscriber that I bring up. Somebody was telling me that they were living in Elbasan for $200 a month and using it as a base to travel to other cities, which I think is brilliant. Can you imagine, guys, $200 a month? That's awesome. That place. I'm afraid to touch the screen.
Where are we?
Go down a little bit.
Oh, shoot. It's
not going to let. Oh, there you go.
There we go. Okay, Tony, nothing. I found a 1-year lease, a block from the beach for $350. That's awesome. So that's not much of a sacrifice.
Right. And I was talking about, I got a brother living out in California, and he got within 1.5 miles of the beach. I was paying $4,000 a month.
Yeah.
Unfurnished. I have a niece. I'm not going to say her name because I don't want to embarrass anybody. Mm-hmm. Studio apartment. I think I told you about this. $2,850 to rent a studio unfurnished in California right now. Just crazy. Come out of COVID, everything just skyrocketed.
John, for $400 a month in the U.S., you get a 1987 Chevy Astro van on blocks next to a dumpster.
Yes.
That's about right.
Yeah, then you got to find a bathroom or use a
Yeah.
dumpster or something like that. Rushi Adventures of Roaming Retirees. When you fly to Corfu, don't you have to get a visa in Greece and Albania? How does that work? No.
You have 90 days. It's a Schengen area, so you would be using your 90 days for the entire Schengen area. Is that correct?
That's correct.
So you don't, if you want to stay more than that, then you would need a visa.
Correct. Typically, though, 90 days in, 90 days out is what you're going to have to do. There's my wife chiming in. Sad but true, John. Patrick Hamilton, 1,200 Canadian is cheap apartment here where I live. Hour outside of Vancouver. So those rents, even with the exchange pound.
You want me to do it?
Yes, I'm afraid to every time I touch the screen, it goes bad.
Oh, no.
See, not my fault.
I thought it was good. Oh, shoot. Where are we? There we go.
Okay, rent even. Exchange rate sounds great. Very good. You want to take Rushi? We didn't need a visa either. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You want to take Dan?
Elbastan is where they are building the new Formula One racetrack.
I didn't even know that.
I didn't either. How do you know all this?
Thanks
Where do you
for
get your info?
Thank you for the info, Dan. Always helps out. It is so the amount of construction going on in the infrastructure.
Yeah, there's a ton.
Remarkable. Yeah, we talk about that new train station too.
I can't
It's
wait.
going to be from Toronto to Durst, and then they're going to spider web it out.
Yeah.
So we're looking forward to that. Rushi talking to Adventurous. Roaming retirees, good to know. I thought at least Corfu would require some kind of visa. No, absolutely not. Just part of Greece. You want to take Elio?
Elio, $1,700 for a studio in Denver. It's getting too expensive. Yeah.
Yeah, just for a studio.
Yeah.
So
Sorry.
it's okay. I make the mistake too. If it's start hitting the table and
Yeah.
it's like, is there an earthquake? So I'm trying to stand back from it. But we've been on over an hour, so we can still answer some questions if you want.
Yeah, let's answer a few more and then we can wrap it up. Where are we? Oh shoot.
Kenny's paying $2,400 in New Jersey. Wow.
Yeah.
Jay Smith.
One bedroom in small town in Ohio, about $900 a month. One bedroom suburb in Columbus, about $1,200 a month. What a good place.
Okay, actually, that's pretty good.
Yeah.
Venturous, look at this. We are on the beach in Saranda in the off season, $600 a month.
Nice.
Very good. Super. To say what we did, I asked our realtors to look for a deal either here or in Scotia. All of a sudden, this opened up. It was 64,000 euros at the time. I purchased it. It was like 68,000 USD is what I ended up paying for it. But love it, And you would think so. So no money's going out. No money's going out. We had to redo the kitchen. You put in different stuff, so it never fails. Okay, Piper John. In my area in Florida, an hour outside of Gainesville, $1,250 a month for a one bedroom. If you want a city center, it's more like $1,700. So it's cheaper in California, but still, that's a lot of money.
Yeah, it's a lot of money.
A lot of money. Thanks, Kenny. That's Steve. That's my wife. Gonna run. Thanks. Talk soon. All right. Take care, Tony.
Thanks, Tony.
Thanks for being here,
coming.
man. Okay. You want to take Shield?
Hi, guys. Any local Albanian banks you recommend? I get charged a lot when I withdraw cash when I'm in Toronto. What do you recommend?
I would say Union. I haven't really had a problem with the cards I have or banks that I had, but I remember when you first came here, and the bank that I had, Creans, was charging you more, but the Union Bank one charged you less.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'd say Union Bank, and I keep hearing from other expats, go Union Bank. Please take that for its worth. Ken, your videos have certainly gotten me interested in poker nights. Very good. What's the best way to find a fully furnished one-bedroom apartment? Okay, Ken. And for Americans, we always look online, and you're going to find very few places online. It's just the way it is over here. And the ones that are online are expensive. So find a realtor, to show you around. You tell a realtor what you're looking for, and they'll show you around to get the
Poker Dash realtor or one in Toronto?
I would say in Toronto there was a lot more. It's hard to find a realtor here.
And they'll look anywhere in the country.
Anywhere in the country. So they helped me out. They helped you out. Oh yeah, no, it was me that helped you out.
Oh yeah, it was Leary, right?
Right. Yeah. It was weird because all of a sudden she wanted to move out, and I asked my building manager. He found a place for you. So he
seems to know everybody.
He was born and raised here.
Yeah.
Batch Cameron, thank you, folks. Your channel is informative, entertaining, and down to earth. Some expat channels aren't. Thanks. We're trying to do the best we can.
Thanks for coming.
You want to take John?
The Cubs are here in Cincy today. Awesome. Playing the Reds. Oh, that'll be good. First pitch, 140, walking over to the stadium. As always, thank you for the info, updates, and your time. Talk soon. Stay well.
You as well, John.
Take
Good
care.
to see you.
I miss baseball.
Yeah, I miss
baseball.
Cincy.
Yeah. I think the Reds always play the first game of the season. I think someone told me that. I don't know if that's true. But we've been on for an hour and 10 minutes. Want to wrap it up?
Yeah, time to wrap it up.
Okay.
Thanks, everyone,
My
for coming.
thanks to what's the name of your channel?
New Life in Albania.
Life in Albania. I just wanted her to say it. It's in the description. Man, her shorts are freaking gorgeous. All of her stuff is really good.
Thank you.
But I love the one with the sunset.
I know. That was a really great shot.
And then,
that was pretty.
Your one where you're driving from Toronto or taking a bus ride right here.
Yeah.
So please check out her channel, you guys. Love you, appreciate you, and we will talk to you all
See you next
later.
time.
Take care, y'all. Bye-bye.